All right, today I am going to attempt to install the Waterdrop G2 under sink reverse osmosis water filtration system. I've never done this before. It says on Amazon in the product listing that it has a 30-minute install. I'm going to double that and give myself at least an hour since I've never done it before. So let's see if we can do this in an hour. Supposed to be a little faucet that'll install right here. So I did buy a drill bit from Amazon as well that should allow me to drill through the quartz countertop. And then the faucet that it comes with will install right there in the hole. So let's get this prepped. So I'm just gonna start by moving everything out of the way so I can get under there and get it installed. And then I'll go ahead and unbox it and show you what it looks like. All right, we got it all cleared out. Let's open this up. Looks pretty sweet. This is where the filters go. Well, it is the filter. Smaller. Looks pretty well built. As for the hoses, looks like a lot of pieces. I'm skeptical on a 30-minute install. That'll be good. I like that. Looks pretty nice. All right, there's a lot of parts here, so I'm a little intimidated, but I'm just gonna follow the instructions and see how it goes. So here's the instructions. I'll just kind of flip through the pages and show you each page, and you could definitely pause on any of these if you want to take a closer look, and feel free to post any questions you have in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. As you can see, there are a lot of steps outlined here in the instruction manual. So I recommend taking some time to go through each of these pages to review all the steps and just get a better feel of the scope of the entire project. And I think things will go a lot smoother. Here are all the parts laid out, as well as all the tools that you'll need to do the job. I'll post links in the description. All right, step one is to turn off the water to the main faucet. So you can just get out of the sink, turn off the cold there, and then go ahead and check. Now it's still running, so we know the hot water's on. So then you want to make sure that you turn off the hot as well, and then test it again and just make sure that there's no water coming out. And it looks good to me. No water. So next you want to undo the nut here to take the line off of the cold water. Then you're going to take this white hose here and you're going to screw the line onto the white hose. Then you just want to hand tighten it on there at first and then get your crescent wrench and tighten it up so it's nice and snug. I have the water filter system positioned here close to the outlet. I think I'm probably going to have to move it to the other side since we like to store other things there. So I'm just going to check it and see if the cord will still reach when I position it on a different side. Now it's time to install the drain saddle. Here are the two pieces you'll need. You'll just want to undo those. Then you're going to want to take this red hose and plug it into the hole on the one that has the blue ring. And you just want to push it partway, as you can see. Then follow the instructions on where to drill the hole on the black pipe. And next you'll stick the red hose into the hole with the white piece. Then you'll grab the other white piece and use the screws to tighten it up around the pipe. Snug it down and then you're ready for the next step. Now it's time to drill a hole in the countertop. I've got my Ryobi drill and a diamond head drill bit that I bought on Amazon that I'm going to use to drill the hole. You want to be sure you carefully choose the location of the faucet. Since you're drilling a hole in the countertop, you definitely don't want to mess it up. I took the new faucet and held it in a few different places to find the best spot. I wanted to be sure it didn't interfere with the main faucet and wanted to make sure that I could fill up a water bottle of any size easily, since we have a variety that we use often. I started to drill into the countertop at a 45-degree angle to help get it started, and then you gradually start to go more at a 90-degree angle, basically holding the drill straight up. You want to be sure you apply gentle but firm pressure on the drill throughout the drilling process. I felt it was helpful to wipe some of the powder away, and you actually can add a little bit of water from a wet paper towel, as I'm doing here, and that'll just kind of keep it cooler and help it to work better. Now that I'm getting further into the countertop, I'm starting to apply a lot more pressure. You can see the drill starting to shake a lot more just because of the pressure I'm applying and the resistance the countertop's giving. But we're getting close. Add just a little more water to keep it cooler. See if we can break this through. And boom, we're through. This was definitely the part that made me the most nervous, and I took the most time on making sure I got it right, because obviously I didn't want to drill a hole in a spot that wasn't going to work. So definitely take your time with the placement of the faucet so you can be confident when you're drilling the hole. So now I'm just going to clean it up and scrape the sticker off. As you can see, it was a little bit challenging, but it did come off pretty well. I just kept scraping at it and was able to get it cleaned up. I thought this looked pretty cool. Just pulled it out of the drill bit there. And now I'm just testing the placement of the faucet. And you can see underneath here, that's where we're going to be attaching the hose. So these two pieces hold the faucet into place. So you'll put the black piece on like that. And then you want to put this white piece on there and you'll just screw it on. Initially, just snug it down hand tight, and then you could potentially tighten it a little more with a wrench to make sure that it's not loose. And then you want to add these little blue clips. And just make sure they both fit nice and tight. And now I'm just cleaning up the aftermath from all that drilling. And now we're going to plug the white tubing to the in water port. There's a label there, as you can see. Get it in there nice and snug. So as you can see, the big hose goes into there with one of the clips. And then you've got the red hose that goes in there. And it's coming from this pipe here where you drilled the hole. And then we have the smaller white tube. That is where the filtered water goes. And it goes all the way up underneath right there and hooks up to the faucet. So you can see the symbols there, the water in on the big hose, and then you've got the, basically, I think the wastewater from the red hose. Then you've got the F for filtered water. Now we're going to plug it in and follow the steps to test the system. So now I'm turning on the cold and the hot water ports to allow the water to flow through. The lights are on, so that's a good sign that it's working. And I actually had a problem with the outlet under the sink by the disposal, so I had to plug it into a different outlet to get it to work temporarily until I can troubleshoot what's going on with the other outlet. All right, let's test this out. It's working. And the next step is to let the water run for about 30 minutes to clean it out. So I'm going to set a timer and just let it go, and then I'll go ahead and position it under the sink better. So I just wanted to follow up and say that we've had this for several months now, and it has been incredible. Total game changer for us. We used to have to get water jugs and go take them to the store to fill them up with the reverse osmosis machine and pay for it. And now we've just been able to use this on a daily basis to fill up all of our water bottles. The water tastes great. No more disgusting tap water from there. And so anyway, we're loving it. Also wanted to show you that I had to move it to this side. It's a little annoying that it kind of takes up a lot of space right here, but we were able to still fit all the main essentials here and have this here. We weren't able to turn it because of the black pipe, so it won't fit on the side there, which is unfortunate. But I feel like otherwise we've been totally fine with it. I did have to have my brother come over and help me with the electrical on this. When I plugged it in, it was not working here. I think it was set up to where you had to flip the switch here to turn on the garbage disposal, and it was just interfering with the outlet here where it would shut it off, so the filter wouldn't work constantly. And so I had to have him open it up, and he was able to wire it differently. So just be aware that might be something you'll have to deal with, but we were able to get it resolved, and so the plug is in there, and we're good. So it's super sweet. Highly recommend. Beautiful. Nice and clean. Delicious. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe.